What's up everyone, my goal for today's video is to show you all how to start hitting assault rifle shots like this where you're on the move, you don't need to utilize crouch or first shot accuracy to still absolutely beam someone and end up getting the kill on console. I think there are a variety of ways you can go about improving your assault rifle shot, so I wanted to give you all my tips on how I keep my shot clean and consistent. Even though Cole was pointing out I've been working 40 hours a week for the past 9 months and also I've been traveling a bunch on the weekends, so I've really been only getting to play 3 to 4 days a week. So that's why I think this video can be really beneficial, because I know a lot of people are in the same boat, whether they have school or sports on the weekends and you're just not getting to invest the time into the game like you would like. I know for a fact that whenever I get to play for about 3 days in a row, all of a sudden I feel like I'm God status on console, and then whenever you miss 3 days in a row, you feel like you're absolutely missing everything, you're not getting the kills you normally would, and you're just getting frustrated with Fortnite overall. So that's why I'm going to share absolutely everything I have. I know that people are sick of just hearing, yeah, just crouch and utilize first shot accuracy and you'll be good to go. So without further ado, let's hop into these tips. So the first tip actually has absolutely nothing to do with gameplay. It is still having to do with settings and making sure that you have down the right setup for you. And if you are missing a bunch of AR shots and you feel like in squads you are never finishing people because you are too inaccurate, then you really need to pay attention to this. And my first tip is turn off vibration. My friend Justin, I'll call him out, old Leroy, he still uses vibration on his controller, and I really don't understand this. He says that it makes the game more fun and feels more realistic, which I can respect and understand that you want to have fun when you play, but it's also not fun to die or miss shots and have your teammates steal your kills. So that's why I would really advise turning that vibration off. That's when you get into combat, you're going to be good to go, your hands can stay steady, you can pull the trigger at the right time, and then you're going to hit your shots because your stick's not moving all over the place. Then I would also make sure that if you aren't playing as consistently as you want, like I'm not, I would recommend using a 7x sensitivity, a 6y sensitivity, and then using somewhere between 0.35 and 0.4 for your scoped in sensitivity. And then for like the sniper rifle scopes, you are going to want to use like 0.4 to 0.45. And I know what people are thinking, mine's 0.35, 0.4, and people think that's way too low, but I honestly think this is perfect. I see so many people that they like want to be at like 8.8 and then also like 0.6 whenever it comes to the scope sensitivities, and if you can't play consistently like I can't right now, that is just way too high and it's too hard to pick up on the fly. If you want to at least be relevant whenever you do get to pick up the game, whether it's every other day or every third day, that's why you want those lower sensitivities. There's less margin for error, it's easier to pick it up whenever you come back to the game. So that's what I would advise for you guys, and now we can actually get into the gameplay tips on how I actually drill shots. One big piece of advice I would give you guys before I go into the basics and advanced tips that I utilize to make sure my assault rifle is always consistent is one thing I do to start off every single Fortnite session is I hop into whatever the limited time mode is. So right now the Soaring 50s game mode, I hop into that, grab an assault rifle and just go absolutely in, because you pick up way more ammo than you normally do. There are a lot more people to shoot at, and this can really just wake up your shot, and you really only need to do this 1 or 2 times depending on how early you die. But this is a great way to kind of get the feel back for the controller. You're not going to develop any bad habits. You can work on all the things we're about to talk about, and it really just wakes you up. So that's what I would recommend, guys. Right when you start out any session, just get in a couple warm-up games in the limited time mode. This is going to help you out long term, and it's just great practice that you can continue to build upon as you play Fortnite more and more. Earlier, I know I joked about all the YouTubers that just tell you to crouch, utilize first shot accuracy, so my goal is to expand on those basics, how I utilize them and have made them even better, and how pros like Ninja, I see them utilize them every single day, and that's what keeps them so great. And for players like me and any of you out there that are in similar situations where we can't play as often as we'd like, this will continue to help you out and allow you to be better and really just able to help your squads, and should lead to better overall gameplay. And the first one being crouch and first shot accuracy. I see a lot of people tell me that whenever they try to utilize this, they sit still to get that first shot accuracy. They either get absolutely lasered by another assault rifle, especially Scars as the main culprit, and then they also say they either get sniped in the face or in the body, and then it just makes the fight that's inbound that much harder. And so what I would advise, like going right back to the start of the game, one thing you need to do is make sure that if you're crouching, you are doing it behind a structure like this right here. I knew those guys were coming in town. I utilized their sound, and that's whenever I crouch behind the structure, peek out so it doesn't really increase the bloom that much, and that's when tapping the trigger comes into play. So for anyone that says they've been getting beamed, that means you either need to build better. So if you're getting shot in the back, make sure you are building structures behind you. Never assume you are just out there by yourself, especially when you start pulling that assault rifle trigger. You are going to get people swarming you, and that's why it's so important to protect your blind side, and then also give yourself the advantage whenever it comes to peeking around structures, and then also just giving yourself the ability that if someone does hit you once or maybe even twice, you get inside as quickly as possible rather than letting a scar hit you 4 or 5 times, because no one's going to end up surviving that. When it comes to the right shoulder peek, this is where I really think Ninja is one of the best players in the game, and I was talking about it earlier how if you're getting pegged, it's probably because you aren't building right or utilizing natural resources, and I think Ninja is one of the best that even if he doesn't have mats, he utilizes the surroundings and he just avoids damage, or he puts himself in the best position to actually kill someone. And that's why I think you guys need to start doing this as well, is almost picturing it as if you are in the game itself, and would you just kind of sit around this corner and wait to see if someone's going to hit you, or are you going to peek in and out? And I'm not telling you to just camp, but this is a great system to start practicing because it really gets you in the art of kind of just being more sneaky and making it a bit more difficult to kind of take damage. I see so many people like that guy right there. He didn't know I was sniping, but I love when I see someone that knows someone's already sniped at them and they sit still exactly like that guy was doing right there. You should not sit still if you know someone is sniping at you. It just makes absolutely no sense. And if you guys want to stop that from happening, you need to move. So if like a sniper's on you, change positions, kind of move around and make sure that if they're looking at that old spot, you aren't there, and you shoot at them from a different spot and you keep people guessing. That will make you take way less damage in the long term and will then allow you to kind of get off peak AR shots, use that tap trigger to your advantage, and that will just overall help you in the long term. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to basics is the aim assist. I see so many people use this wrong. They're either trying to use it way too often or they're just not using it enough. I see so many people try to use it at long range. I think aim assist should just be utilized at medium to short range, because that's whenever people are kind of getting in your grill and you should not be dragging your scope across. Never be zoomed in if someone's within 2 feet and try to drag across to get them. Keep zooming in and out, and I have noticed that aim assist, scoping in and out, has really helped on burst weapons. It's just absolutely crazy how those clips somehow find almost all of the shots landing whenever you are quick scoping. So I would definitely advise doing that if you want to hit more AR shots with those types of weapons, and also just to take more advantage of aim assist, because it truly is a strength on console, something that I definitely think helps over PC. And then also, one of the biggest tips I wanted to give you guys today is really just trying to utilize that right stick. I see so many people, and I was guilty of this back in the day, and this is why my AR shot is so good today, is I truly follow my target with my right thumb and utilize that right stick. Now I don't just try to expect aim assist to hit the shots for me. I really try to own my assault rifles. So whenever you see me following somebody and I'm hitting my shots, that's because I am dragging that scope as if aim assist isn't even there and that I need to do all the work. I'm telling you guys, if you start practicing this and focusing on constantly just dragging that scope and always picturing like you're the one that has to hit the shots, you are going to get more kills like that, where you track people down and just continue to beam them over and over again, and there will be people raging on the other end rather than you. That's everything I've got though, guys. I hope that helps. That's everything I do. I literally just stick to the basics, but then try to expand on them and see what kinds of additions I can make from pros I watch, like Ninja or Cypher PK or Nick A30. Nick Mercs is a great example. Aiden. There's just so many great guys, but you have to take away what they are improving on, because they all use the basics as well, but it's just with a little bit of a twist and a little bit more of advanced techniques to really take advantage of assault rifles and become more of the elite types of players. If you enjoyed this video though and you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Cole and I are continuing to bring out new content, and we're going to try to start streaming a bit more on YouTube as well. Please let us know what videos you would like to see down below as well. We always appreciate comments, and let us know again what you think of Season 6. This has been Josh from RodeyBros though, and I will see you all in the next video.
Started as a zero, I was chasing dreams, trying to turn into a hero. Sniper rifle, 5 rivals, going for the title. I could be the one that they idol. Red brush, climbing stairs, fire here, I'm over there. It's Rodey fam, hit you while we flying through the air.